Alice's Wacky Adventure in Wonderland. One super hot and boring summer afternoon, a girl named Alice was chilling by the river with her older sister. Her sister was reading a book with 0 pictures. Ugh, Alice thought. This is the absolute worst. Suddenly, bam! A fluffy white blur zipped past. It was a white rabbit. But this wasn't just any bunny. He wore a little vest, pulled a huge pocket watch out of his tiny pocket, and squeaked, "Oh my ears and whiskers! I'm going to be late, late, late." Alice, being a curious kid, the best kind of kid, immediately jumped up and chased him right down a rabbit hole. Whoosh! Instead of landing on the ground, she started falling like forever. She drifted past bookshelves, jars of marmalade, and maybe a bicycle. It was the wackiest elevator ride ever. Finally, thump, she landed in a long hallway with a zillion doors. On a glass table, she spotted a tiny, shiny golden key. It unlocked the smallest door ever, leading to a garden that looked like a million rainbows exploded. The only problem, Alice was way too big. Rats, she thought. Then she found a bottle that said "Drink me" in fancy letters. Gulp, gulp, gulp. She shrank to the size of a doll. Yay, but guess what? She left the golden key way up on the big table. Dough. Next, she found a little cake that said "Eat me." Crunch, crunch, crunch. Suddenly, she zoomed up and became a giant. She was so big. She started crying a giant puddle of tears that almost drowned her. Talk about a meltdown. After lots more shrinking and growing disasters, Alice finally made it into Wonderland. And boy, was it weird. She met the Cheshire Cat, a walking, talking smile that could disappear whenever it wanted. If you don't know where you're going, the cat purred, then any road will get you there. Super confusing, right? She dropped by the Mad Tea Party, hosted by the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. It was the world's worst party. It was always 6 p.m. tea time. They sang bad songs and tried to stuff the dormouse into a teapot. Total chaos. Shoo ran into a blue caterpillar who was chilling on a mushroom, puffing smoke and asking, "Hoo-hoo, arari." The adventure got even crazier when she arrived at the castle of the Queen of Hearts. The Queen was super grumpy and constantly yelled her favorite phrase, "Off with their heads, the Queen." Forced Alice to play a game of croquet, but it wasn't normal. They used live flamingos as mallets and rolled up hedgehogs as balls. The rules made absolutely no sense. Finally, a ridiculous trial began. Who stole the Queen's tarts? The whole thing was a mess of nonsense and shouting. Alice, who was starting to grow back to her normal size, couldn't take it anymore. It is all completely silly. She shouted bravely at the Queen. The Queen roared, "She insulted me." Off with her head. Suddenly, all the playing card soldiers came charging at her. Alice closed her eyes, ready to run. And then she heard a gentle voice. "Wake up, Alice dear. You've been sleeping for ages." Alice opened her eyes. She was back by the river, her head resting on her sister's lap. The White Rabbit, the Mad Hatter, the Queen, the Hedgehog. It was all a wacky, wonderful dream. The cool takeaway for you, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is a story that proves it. Awesome to be curious and to use your imagination. It teaches you to ask questions, even when things are super weird. And most importantly, it shows that as you grow up, you gain the courage to speak up and say, "Hey, that's unfair." When you see something completely ridiculous, whether it's a dream queen or just a confusing rule, keep being curious and keep being brave.